Hello, everyone. Hello, and happy moment wherever you are. Thanks for joining. I am Jennifer from Personal Power Life Coaching, and today I am creating this live video transmission, a segment, in order to share with you some messages that I've been learning today that may inspire you on your life journey of joyful living, of daily self-development, of enhanced life experience, and just having a deeper fullness and appreciation for yourself and resonance with your life purpose and your innate skills and resources. So it's basically what I've learned today so far. And it's not absolutely everything I've learned today, but it's just a recap of something that comes to me to the front of my mind, which is foremost in my attention right now, which is something that involves focus. And basically, how we focus is perhaps the most important thing that determines our life experience. And also knowing how to control that focus and managing it. Because whatever we focus on, whatever has your attention, is the only thing that really matters to you in that moment. So the reason that focus is fundamental and crucial is because wherever you focus your attention, that's where your energy will go and where your thoughts and emotions are going to be. So if we choose to focus on the good things in our lives, then you will amplify that and it will become more significant. It will be bigger in your conception. And it will be more of your all-encompassing reality in that moment. It does not mean necessarily that your chosen focus is the complete truth, but it is the truth in that moment. And this is where your decision-making comes into play, because you have all the power and you have all the ability to choose where to focus. And so as you go about your days and our days, what are we focusing on? This is a really important question. So you can ask yourself as you go about in your day from morning till evening is, how am I focusing in these moments of life? Where am I focusing? Is my attention on the things that bother me or on the aspects that I'm unhappy with? Because perhaps you may notice that when you focus on those negative aspects, you will create more of the negative emotions that are consistent with that topic of focus. Whereas if you think about, well, what am I really grateful for today? What has gone really well, or what turned out better than expected? Or when did I feel really nice, or just something nice happened to me today? Or what has been the highlight of my day? Also, an important question to ask yourself is about your outcomes. So having a clear outcome in mind so that you can focus yourself into your desired outcome. And that is essentially your focus, because when you go into your experience, into work, into a meeting, into an outing or dinner with friends, you can think to yourself, what is my outcome for this exchange or this experience? And that way you will notice when that result comes about more easily than if you hadn't asked that question. And by doing so, you also increase your chances of satisfaction, because you will be more attuned and tuned into the experience. And once you do get, you will be, your brain will be consciously and unconsciously scanning for the good things that you received that were consistent and aligned with your desired outcome from the beginning. So focus is everything. For instance, I can ask you, what are you excited about in your life? What is exciting for you now, and what good things are happening? What are some positive changes you've noticed recently? Or how could this day be even better, right? Or how could this moment be even better? Or another powerful question, now segue into powerful questions, is what could make this week outstanding or just super awesome? What could make tomorrow morning especially good? What makes me feel really good? And that way your brain can start, you can start eliciting the possibilities, the scenarios, the possible situations and experiences that could happen to you. But you need to ask that question first. And by the nature of the question, you're angling that direction and orientation of where you want the answers to be in and around. Also, be mindful of the way that you're asking your questions in the sense that they may have presuppositions in them. So, for instance, if you say, how could this day get even better? It's assuming the day is already pretty good, and how could it be even better? Or, wow, well, what's another thing that could work out really well? Instead of, well, how it couldn't get any worse, so what's the worst that could happen? That question is everything has a time and a place, but it's just for you to take note of how that question has another nature of presupposition. So set yourself up for success and well-being and happiness by choosing your focus and then focusing in on making powerful questions. And so, speaking about powerful questions, one key element that came through in my training when I became a life coach was powerful questions yield powerful answers. So when you think about it, if you ask a question that's open-ended, you will get more of a descriptive answer than if you'd asked a yes or no question. So like if I say, well, this is the final price, right? That has a yes or no answer. However, if you said, well, what's the best price you can give me? Or what's the best deal you can give me? Or how much lower could this price go? Something like that, it makes the other person think and have to create another kind of answer besides yes and no. So that's an example of how the nature of your questions will create the nature of the answers. So you can already set yourself up for success by framing the question in a way that is in the direction of what you'd like to hear. Okay? So using this as you go about your days, and that is part of having more fun in your interactions, feeling more empowered, tapping into your resources, tuning in to your ability to create the outcomes you want and receiving what you want by virtue of your focus, your attention, and then the powerful questions. So those are basically the main themes that I want to share today, because they can really make a profound difference in our daily experience in all aspects, because everything we go through is about focus. In meditation, we learn about focusing on the breath or focusing on something else like a candle or a mantra or a sound. And that helps to still the mind, because if there is no decided focus, the brain, the mind will go in the directions that it will, and there will be many, and it will tend to go in the direction of what's the most used to pattern, the most habitual thoughts. So if you want to change those habits of thought, if you want to improve their quality, if you want to think more positively, as they say, or just feel better, we then need to think more feel-good thoughts, as as oversimplified as that sounds, but that's really what it is in a nutshell. And then your application of that understanding is the difference maker. And this is where you make the difference in your life, is by choosing where you focus, what you're giving your attention to, and whatever you give airtime to is what's going to be the main thing in your mind, in your energy field. So let us choose our attention and focus wisely and practice it consciously. Even if we're not perfect at it, we aren't, but we practice that, and it's a mental exercise. And also visualizing, seeing the pictures in your mind of the things you do want, having an image of how it would be good, how you do want to feel, of the smile on your face, of the beautiful scenario of how you can feel in any situation that's important to you. So those are some of the things that I can share today in this message for now. There have been more things I've received today from different leaders and inspiring speakers, but for now, let's focus on focus and attention. And even that includes awareness of where you're focusing, and then deciding with intention, I'm going to focus on this. And then related to that is powerful questions. Ask powerful questions in these days ahead. This week, set yourself the homework that every day I will decide to make powerful questions, and I will receive even better, more powerful, insightful answers that can be really groundbreaking, that can shed new light, that can be really interesting, and that could really leave me feeling satisfied with whatever situation it is that I'm questioning. And evaluating your experiences in a positive light, in an optimistic perspective, and evaluating, asking yourself, how am I evaluating this situation? How am I evaluating this person, the relationship, my life, my career? Because you can choose your evaluation. You can color it. You can frame it. You decide what it is when you choose what you focus on. All right. So that has been our personal power segment of today, the insights and what I've learned. And so I do trust that and intend that it will serve you, and that we continue to harness and use and control our focus for our greatest joy, because that's what we are here for, is to live a good life and to enjoy the process and to be connected. So enjoy your connections, and if you have any experience with this particular topic or anything that comes to your mind, please do share your experience in the comments section, and that would be really fun, because how great would it be to have even more new information that serves you, that benefits you, because of comments that you share, your insights, your life experience. As you grow and become even happier, everyone else stands to grow and become even happier, and hence the world becomes an even happier place. And that is certainly something that we welcome. So thank you for joining. Please share and like freely, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now from Jen at Personal Power Life Coaching. Thank you.